It's 5:45 p.m., which means it's time for BCTV's Nightly News Roundup. I'm tonight's host, Roland Boyden, and this is 5:45 Live. Tonight, all the latest on yesterday's shooting in West Brattleboro, last night's vigil for missing teen Marvel Arvidsson, first-hand accounts of the tar sands project in Washington, D.C., and subsequent arrests. The 2012 Teacher of the Year is honored at Leland and Gray, and a whole lot more. And remember, we do this all in 15 minutes, somehow. So make sure you stick around.
I know we're all here for the same reason, and that has to do with love. For many of you, it's the love of marble. For some of you, it's the love of someone who loves marble. And for others of us, it's for someone because we love someone like marble. And we know the grief and the pain that it is to lose someone in this kind of mystery.
Welcome back to 5:45 Live. That's footage from last night's vigil held on the Common in Brattleboro to mark 1 month since local teen Marble Arvidsson went missing. The case is ongoing, and Marble's family, as well as local authorities involved, believe that an individual who came to speak with Marble on the day of his disappearance may be withholding valuable information. At a press conference last week, Marble's mother implored anyone with information to come forward.
I can only imagine that if someone is walking around and has some kind of information and is really too difficult to share, please, I really invite you to just do what you can. Give it to somebody else. Leave it somewhere to be found. Get that off of your chest.
To watch the full press conference, you can tune in to BCTV Comcast Channel 8 at 4:15 p.m. or Channel 10 tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Or find it on BCTV's online video on demand archive at BrattleboroTV.org. Next, GSW's topped the local headlines again with another shooting occurring yesterday. Details are still few and far between here, so I'm going to tread lightly on what may prove to be solid information here. So I'll give you everything that I've got that we know is true thus far. Fleming Food Mart on Marlborough Road in West Brattleboro was the scene of the crime, though police are reporting that it's not where the shooting took place. The victim, a 52-year-old woman, was airlifted to the UMass Medical Center in Worcester, Massachusetts. The 44-year-old man has been detained pending the outcome of the investigation. The names of the individuals have not been released. 5:45 Live senior news correspondent Joe Bushy was on the scene yesterday afternoon with WTSA's Tim Johnson for an early report from Brattleboro Police Detective Eric Johnson.
Earlier this afternoon we got a call of a shooting, and upon our arrival the individual was here and the victim was taken to a hospital, life-flighted out. So at this point it's obviously an ongoing investigation, so we can't release any specific details on what's going on.
But you can tell us that the alleged shooter is in custody?
He's currently detained until this investigation is finished.
Okay. So, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Brattleboro Police Detective Eric Johnson with those details. Again, the identities of those involved have not been released, and certainly more to come on this incident in West Brattleboro. This is Tim Johnson.
Thanks again to Tim for lending his talents to the broadcast. You can catch all the latest updates from Tim on 96.7 FM, WTSA, or search him on Facebook, where his page has become a staple for local news. Continuing our coverage of the incident, the weapon, a shotgun, was recovered in the suspect's truck. At the scene, Police Chief Gene Wren posted on iBrattleboro earlier today that, quote, Brattleboro police are currently investigating the shooting. The Shell station was merely the location of the vehicle where the vehicle pulled into to call for 911 assistance. The female victim was not an employee of the West Brattleboro Shell Station, but an employee of an out-of-state Shell Station. Investigation continues, and no arrests have been made at this time. Further information will follow as appropriate, end quote. And that's all on that for now. We'll keep you posted as best we can on tomorrow and Friday's broadcast of 5:45 Live. Next, a local teacher has walked away with the Teacher of the Year statuette. Tong Chen, who teaches Mandarin to middle and high schoolers at Leland and Gray and in Townsend, was named by the 2012 Vermont Teacher of the Year. A ceremony was held at LNG. And who else but Joe Bushy was there to capture it.
Being awarded is not what I entered education for, but this honor is incredible. It speaks volumes about the quality education here at Leland and Gray, and I am very proud to represent the school, this community, and the state of Vermont as 2012 Teacher of the Year. Thank you very much.
Special day for this community, special day for education, special day for our state. You know, once a year we get to honor the best and the brightest of our teaching corps, but really is a symbol for all the other wonderful teachers in the state. So it's great that we have, and it's a Chinese language teacher, which is different than maybe in the past, and in a rural community to have the commitment that they have to foreign languages is just a wonderful opportunity for everyone.
As the 2012 Teacher of the Year, Chen will travel statewide visiting schools and working with teachers. In addition, she is Vermont's candidate for the National Teacher of the Year award sponsored by the Council of Chief State School Officers. She will also travel to Washington, D.C. this spring for a reception at the White House, where she'll meet the president, or so their press release reads. And we'll wrap up here with the tar sands, the controversial Alaskan oil reserves, driven to the spotlight in recent weeks by prominent NASA scientist James Hansen and activist author Bill McKibben, who were arrested along with more than 1,200 other protesters during a 2-week civil disobedience demonstration at the White House in Washington, D.C., prompted this past Monday's Brattleboro Energy Committee Director Paul Cameron and local energy activist Michael Bosworth's presentation and discussion about the tar sands at the Marlboro Graduate Center in downtown Brattleboro. The event included their first-hand accounts of the protest along with this video from the website tarsandsaction.org, where you can find out more about the reserve's proposed pipeline and the movement to stop it.
Because of what you've done over the last 2 weeks, an issue that really wasn't a national issue has emerged as the kind of crux test between now and the election for Barack Obama, and a real chance for once to make a dent in the carbon pouring into the atmosphere.
And with that, I'm going to try and breeze through the calendar as quickly as I can, as time is running short. Tonight at 6 p.m. at Everyone's Books, they're hosting a talk from journalist Michael Blanding entitled The Coke Machine, The Dirty Truth Behind the World's Favorite Soft Drink. That's at their store, 25 Elliott Street, on the corner of Harmony Parking Lot in downtown Brattleboro. Next, tomorrow, Union Institute and University is hosting a higher education fair on the campus grounds behind the high school at 3 University Way. Representatives from CCV, River Valley Community College, Keene State College, Vermont Technical College, Marlboro College, Greenfield Community College, SIT World Learning, and Union Institute and University will all be there. And there'll be a representative from VSAC there to discuss financial aid questions, plus refreshments. Can't forget those. And to wrap up the calendar for today, Friday at 5 p.m., the Brattleboro Museum and Art Center is hosting an opening reception and book signing with artist Wolf Kahn. And here's the press release for that. Be among the first to view an exhibit of new Wolf Kahn pastels opening in the museum's East Gallery. The artist will be on hand to sign books, catalogs, posters, and more. Cash bar and refreshments provided. Earlier, we spoke with BMAC director Danny Lichtenfeld about how to stay abreast of all the museum's bevy of events.
To find out what's going on at the Brattleboro Museum and Art Center, there are a few good ways. You could go to our website, which is www.brattleboromuseum.org, and click on events. Another great way is to like the museum on Facebook. We put out a lot of information that way, including a lot of last-minute info about events that are taking place.
All right, and if we missed your event or you want more coverage than just me yammering away, then email me, roland@brattleboro.tv.org. That's ROLAND at brattleboro.tv.org. And as well as listing your event, we can also get someone, you or someone from your organization, on camera to put a face to your event if you'd like. And with that, it's time for the BCTV Schedule Quick Glance. The Quick Glance is my daily opportunity to shamelessly plug what's coming up on both our Comcast channels. Channel 8 and 10. We'll start off the quick glance with today on Channel 8 at 6 p.m. Directly following this show, we have a roundtable discussion with Morningside Shelter about their upcoming fundraiser Hike for the Homeless. And at 10:40 p.m. on Channel 8, we have a highlight reel from Bellows Falls access station Fact TV's Summer Film Camp premiere. And tomorrow on Channel 8 at 9:50 a.m., you can still catch BUHS Social Studies teacher Bill Holliday's local response to 9/11, taken 10 years ago. And 2 clicks up the dial on our Government and Education sister channel, we have a 7 p.m. rebroadcast of last week's Brattleboro Select Board meeting, which included these comments from Chair Dick DeGray about this here Brattleboro Community Television station.
BCTV have been extremely beneficial to the community and all the work they've done since Hurricane Irene and providing live coverage of meetings that we've held here and just getting out on the street. And I want to thank them for that. And they do an outstanding job. And for the staff and all the volunteers, thank you for all you do and provide for not only our community but the surrounding communities.
And tomorrow on Channel 10, tune us in for Brattleboro Union High School's morning advisory news program, BUHS TV. That's live at 10:15 a.m. following the rebroadcast of this 5:45 live broadcast. And for all you meeting files out there, you can catch the most recent BUHS meeting and Brattleboro Planning Commission meeting at 5:45 and 6:30 p.m. respectively. Again, that's all tomorrow on Channel 10. And that's a full lid, everybody. Thanks for checking in. But before you switch back to Gordon Ramsay Everyday Kitchen, remember, we'll be back tomorrow with more on yesterday's shooting, Vermont healthcare guru Dr. William Shao, more on Marble, our weekend calendar, and much more. For BCTV and 545 Live, I'm Roland Boyden. I'll leave you with a retrospective look at this year's BCTV programming, just about everything we've produced in a little montage here. So, good night.
Hi, Peter. Welcome back to town.
It's great to be home.
I am just so extraordinarily grateful to Windham County for electing this little Putney boy governor. You did it, and we are going to do great things for you. Thank you so much.
It's BCTV's Nightly News Roundup, 545 Live.
It is pretty windy out here.
We're all here live on Main Street.
Back to you, Roland. Back to you, Roland. Back to you, Roland.
During the week, they look like ghost towns. But come Saturday morning, the shanty towns come to life.
I auditioned for Oprah.
That was our grand prize winner.
It's a show.
Give them a piece of change and continue on my way, praying that one day I can bring real change.
Good morning, BHS in Brattleboro.
Yesterday, boys baseball lost.
Hey Cooper, how's the weather going to be today?
Where is my head today?
It was wild.
Town without pity. They say Brattleboro can turn a good man bad while he's still in the womb.
Good evening. Good evening. Today's top story. We have a clone problem.
These clones are out of control. I can't believe it's up to me to save the world again.
Very efficient. I concur.
The film you're about to see is a compilation of clips taken from the night of July 11, which is the night before the 12th July parades in Northern Ireland that commemorate the victory of William of Orange.
This is a great opportunity to work in the building to connect the kids from Clark Canal with their community.
Why were you filming me over there?
Oh, I'm working on my project. Each person will get about a second, like a collage.
There are many unique places in Brattleboro, Vermont. One of these places is the Insight Photography Project.
Previously on The Climate.
WVEW, Brattleboro's only non-commercial community radio station.